C-O-R-I-A-N-D-E-R, coriander.
Correct for the bonus. You gave me 2 hours. Okay? Right, we're moving on to maths questions. Maths questions. First maths question goes to Legacy Girls. Are we ready?
Yes.
A boy rows to a certain place and comes back, but by mistake he covers 2/3 more distance while coming back. The total time for his journey is 20 hours. The ratio of the speed of the boat to that of the stream is 2:1. If the difference between upstream and downstream speed is 24 kilometers per hour, then how much time will the man take to reach the starting point from his present position? Is it A, 2 hours, 13 minutes, B, 1 hour, 30 minutes, C, 2 hours, 30 minutes, or D, 1 hour, 40 minutes? Right, time. Bonus? No. It was 2 hours and 13 minutes we're looking for. That was A. Right, St. Francis Girls, your question. Augustine can swim at 15 kilometers per hour in stagnant water. In a river with a 3 kilometer per hour current, he swims to a certain distance and comes back within 100 minutes. What is the distance between the 2 points? Is it 11 kilometers, 13 kilometers, 19 kilometers, or 12 kilometers?
Please, 12 kilometers.
Correct, for 10 points. 12 kilometers. Correct for 10 points. Legacy Girls, your main question. X, Y, Z are 3 towns on a lake which flows uniformly. Y is equidistant from X and Z. A man rows from X to Y and returns in 20 hours. He can row from X to Z in 8 hours. The ratio of speed of the man in still water to the speed of the current is what? Is it 3 in 5, 5 in 3, 2 in 3, or none of these? Okay, your time is up. St. Francis, care to try? No, it was 3 in 5. 3 in 5. Your main question, St. Francis. A motorboat can cover 80 kilometers upstream and 120 kilometers downstream, together in 26 hours. Also, it can cover 100 kilometers upstream and 144 kilometers downstream, together in 32 hours. What is the speed of the motorboat in still water? Is it 12 kilometers, 15 kilometers, 8.5 kilometers, or 19 kilometers per hour? Right, time. Legacy Girls, care to take the bonus? No. All right, we were looking for 8.5 kilometers per hour. Right, Legacy Girls, your main question. On a certain day, the ratio of the passengers in the first class and the second class traveling by train is 1 to 3. The ratio of the fares collected from each first class and second class passenger is 30 to 1. If the total amount collected from all the passengers is 1,320 Ghana cedi, find the amount in cedis collected from the second class passengers. Your options are 240, 360, 480, 120, or none of these. Yes?
360.
360 is incorrect. St. Francis, care to take the bonus?
480.
That's also incorrect. I was looking for 120. Right, St. Francis, your main question. 1 year ago, the ratio between A and B's salary was 4 to 5. The ratio of their individual salaries of last year and present year are 3 to 5 and 2 to 3, respectively. If their total salaries for the present year is 6,800 Ghana cedi, the present salary of A is what? Is it 4,080? Is it 3,200? Is it 4,533.4? or is it 2,720, or none of these? Okay, your time is up. Legacy girls, care to take it for the bonus? No. 3,200 was what we were looking for. Right, your last question of this round, Legacy girls. In a house, there are dogs, cats, and parrots in the ratio of 3 to 7 to 5. If the number of cats was more than the number of dogs by a multiple of both 9 and 7, what is the minimum number of pets in the house? Is it 945, 630, 252, 238, or none of these? Okay, your time is up. St. Francis girls, care to take the bonus? No. The answer was 945. So St. Francis, you get the final question of this round. A sum of money is to be distributed amongst A, B, C, D in the proportions of 5:2:4:3. If C gets 1,000 Ghana cedi more than D, what is B's share? Is it 500? Is it 1,500? Is it 2,000? Is it 2,500? Or is it none of these? All right, your time is up there. Legacy girls, care to take the bonus? I love the smile you give me. It's just, no, thank you. 2,000, which was C. That's what we were looking for. 2,000. That brings us to the end of the R cubed round. Let's see what the scores look like for this round. Okay, so at the end of the R cubed round, St. Francis Girls Senior High School have 5 points. Legacy Girls College have 30 points.
Are you a motivated student interested in English, mathematics, science, and computational thinking? You want to stay competitive with hundreds of thousands of smart students from across the globe? Welcome to the Ghana Olympiad Academy. At the Ghana Olympiad Academy, we give access to students from grade 2 to SHS 3 to take part in international Olympiads. Candidates prepare and sit these exams online and get the chance to qualify for the Olympiads in rotating host nations across the world. Some of the international Olympiads include the International Junior Math Olympiad, Vanda Science Olympiad, Kangaroo Math, Yeboah English Olympiad, Design Thinking, Robotics and Computational Thinking, amongst others. Join the Ghana Olympiad Academy today and catch up with the rest of the world academically. Go to www.ghanaolympiadacademy.com or WhatsApp 0570 898 762 for more.
Today, the question is no longer, why do we have problems? But rather, how can we spin those challenges into opportunities? This is the revolutionary mindset we, students here at Academic City, are driven by. Academic City, we believe that the challenges of today are nothing like the opportunities of tomorrow. Hence, we're poised for the future. And so we say,
come join us.
Pakuli.
Biasanyani.
Oyaiti Batane.
Zafula Nabia.
Viens nous rejoindre.
Brabe Kayam.
Aw, Amanasat Shamigo Jao.
As we lead the charge to empower the next generation of future-ready leaders. Academic City University College, redefining university education.
Okay, so we're moving on to the STEM round. Please listen to the rules. The questions are posed for both schools. You can buzz in at any time when the question is being read for a maximum of 10 points for a correct answer. However, there's a deduction of 5 points if your answer is wrong. The question will be fully read and immediately passed on to the other school for a chance of a bonus, also of 10 points. Should they get it wrong, it's a deduction of 5 points. So this is where you have to be a bit brave or patient. Let's see how we go. Okay? Right. First question. Which of the following celestial bodies takes more time to go around the sun? Is it A, Earth, B, Uranus, C, Mercury, D, Neptune? Yes, that was Legacy Girls.
Neptune.
Neptune, that is correct for 10 points. Second question. A light year is a measure of what? Is it time, light, distance, or speed? Legacy Girls?
Distance.
Distance is correct. Third question. An instrument used to measure the movement of a star towards or away from the Earth is a what or an what? A spectroscope, a microscope, a stethoscope, or an oscilloscope? All right, our time is up. It's a spectroscope. A spectroscope. Okay? Question 4. The anatomical snuff box lies next to this structure, which contains the trapezium bone. Repetitive stress injuries to it often involves this structure's carpal tunnel. The radial artery is used to find a pulse near for 10 points, which joins connecting the arm and the hand. Yes, St. Francis, girls.
Hinge joint.
No, it's not the hinge joint. The answer was very simple. Wrist. The wrist is all we're looking for. Right, question 5. This man who created the rocket propellant ballistic or ballistide names the elements with atomic number 102. A French newspaper called him the merchant of death because he invented nitroglycerin. For 10 points, name the Swedish creator of dynamite who used his fortune to find his namesake's prizes.
Alfred Nobel.
Wait for me to call you, but yes, you are correct. Alfred Nobel for 10 points. Question 6. In a triangle, an angle bisector and this type of segment of the opposite side meet on the circumcircle. Circles of equal radius centered at each endpoint of a segment intersect on this type of line. For 10 points, name this set of points equidistant from 2 given points. We were looking for the perpendicular bisector. Question 7. This disease, named after its tendency to cause sweet-tasting urine, does damage to blood vessels that often requires the use of special salts. It is caused by the destruction of beta cells in the
Diabetes.
Diabetes mellitus.
Diabetes mellitus. Yes, thank you very much. Always wait for me to call you, otherwise you may give an answer away. Well done for 10 points. Question 8. Angular frequency divided by wave number gives a phase type of this physical quantity. When wind drag force equals gravity, a skydiver achieves a terminal one, and rockets need an escape one to leave Earth.
Velocity.
Yes.
Velocity.
You are correct. Velocity for 10 points. Our last but one question. Developers for Android phones use this object-oriented language, also found in website applets. For 10 points, what language name is also slang for coffee? The answer was Java. Java. Final question of this round. The moon rear may have some seen in symmetrical plasma readings, and they are usually made of dust and ice. For 10 points, name these entities surrounding the gas giant planets. Legacy girls.
Nebula.
Nebula is incorrect. We were looking for rings, simply. Rings. Rings. That brings us to the end of the STEM round. So let's see what the scoreboard looks like at the end of the STEM round. Right, so at the end of the STEM round, St. Francis Girls Senior High School, you owe me 5 points, and Legacy Girls College have 45 points. Right, all too soon, we're moving on to the final round of this contest, which is the one-on-one round. We're going to pit specialists against specialists, English, math, science, general knowledge. You are paired for 2 questions for a maximum of 20 points. That's 10 points per question. There is no deduction for an incorrect answer. May I have my English specialist stay, and the others excuse us for the moment, please. Right, so for English, we have Bati versus Farida. I'm going to spell a word, but there will be gaps. I will give you a definition, and then you've got to give me what goes in the gaps in order. Are we clear on that? Yeah. Okay, first word, dash, E, dash, O, N, I, S, T. A person who believes that pleasure is the chief good. Patty.
SX.
SS is incorrect. All right, we were looking for a hedonist or a hedonist. So it's H and D we were looking for there. Second one, same preamble. A, dash, dash, I, T, E, R, A, T, I, O, N. Commencement of words with the same letter. Patty.
LL.
LL is correct. What word were you looking for?
Alliteration.
Alliteration. Well done. Thank you, ladies. May I have my mathematicians up here, please? So we have Shaida and Kadita. Your first maths questions. 4 different electronic devices make a beep after every 30 seconds. 1 hour. 1.5 hours. 30 minutes on the first one. So 4 different electronic devices make a beep after every 30 minutes. 1 hour, 1.5 hours, and 1 hour and 45 minutes, respectively. All the devices beep together at 12 noon. They will beep again together when? Is it at 12 midnight, at 3 a.m., at 6 a.m., or at 9 a.m.? Yes, Shaida.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. is correct for 10 points. Your second question. A carton contains 12 green and 8 blue bulbs. 2 bulbs are drawn at random. Find the probability that they are the same color. Is it A, 91 over 47, B, 47 over 105, C, 47 over 95, D, 95 over 47. Yes, Kadita.
47/95.
Correct. Well done there. Okay, thank you, ladies. That's the end of the maths questions. May I have my scientists up here, please? Right, so I have Akosia versus Faustina. Is that correct? Okay, so please listen. First question. Some of these are statically typed, while others are dark typed or dynamically typed. Many of them must be used in conjunction with a compiler, such as one of them created in the 1970s by Dennis Ritchie, which is named for a letter of the alphabet and has a ++ variety. For 10 points, name these constructs such as Ruby, Python, Java, and C that provide a way to give instructions to computers. Okay, I was looking for programming languages. Programming languages. Your second question. The speed of sound in air is 333 meters per second. A man standing 50 meters from a cliff claps his hands regularly so that each clap coincides with the echo of the previous clap. With what frequency in hertz does he clap his hands? Is it A, 0.33, B, 0.167, C, 3.33, or D, 6.66? We were looking for 3.33 hertz. Thank you, ladies. May I have my social scientists up here for some general knowledge questions, please? Najat and welcome, Awu.
Hi.
All right? So welcome, ladies. 2 questions. You've got to look at the monitors, okay? You're going to identify this personality who has won all 4 Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. So she's an EGOT winner. Identify her, please.
Jennifer Hudson.
Well done. Wait for me to call you. You're correct. Jennifer Hudson. Your second one is an audio. You've got to identify the person speaking, please.
You introduced me as being the class prefect, the senior prefect. I would expect members to put up their best behavior. I will put up my very best behavior, and then we'll get into that. I have the class prefect in the chair, so I still remain the class prefect, so she may well be.
No. We're looking for somebody by the name of K.T. Hammond. K.T. Hammond. All right, that brings us to the end of the one-on-one round. May I have the other contestants on stage, please? Welcome, ladies. So, at the end of the one-on-one round, let's see what the scoreboard is for that particular round. And we have equal scores. So, St. Francis Girls Senior High School, 20. Legacy Girls College, 20. Right, so that brings us to the end of the contest. Let's see what the scores are and who is going through to the next round. All right, so at the end of the first contest of this episode, St. Francis Girls Senior High School scores 60 points. Legacy Girls College are going through to the next round with 145 points. Well done, ladies. Okay, so unfortunately, St. Francis Girls Senior High School, this is the end of your journey. But I'm sure we'll see you back next season, no doubt. And Legacy Girls, as debutants, you're aiming to go all the way, right? Well done. Right, so that brings us to the end of the first contest for this episode. We're going for a short break. We'll be back for the second contest of this episode. See you later.
The University of the Free State is one of the oldest institutions of higher education in South Africa. Established in 1904, the institution produces sought-after graduates on 3 campuses in Bloemfontein and Qwaqwa in the Eastern Free State. Through the years, the university has grown to more than 40,000 undergraduate and postgraduate students spread across 7 faculties. The UFS creates opportunities and growth through leading learning and teaching, focused research and impactful engagement with society. Situated in the heart of South Africa, our character of caring and diversity translates into an outstanding university experience.
Are you a motivated student interested in English, mathematics, science, and computational thinking? You want to stay competitive with hundreds of thousands of smart students from across the globe? Welcome to the Ghana Olympiad Academy. At the Ghana Olympiad Academy, we give access to students from grade 2 to SHS 3 to take part in international Olympiads. Candidates prepare and sit these exams online and get the chance to qualify for the Olympiads in rotating host nations across the world. Some of the international Olympiads include the International Junior Math Olympiad, Vanda Science Olympiad, Kangaroo Math, Yeboah English Olympiad, Design Thinking, Robotics and Computational Thinking, amongst others. Join the Ghana Olympiad Academy today and catch up with the rest of the world academically. Go to www.ghanaolympiadacademy.com or WhatsApp 0570-898-762 for more.
Want to shop online with us? It's easy. Go on www.chopboxonline.com. Log in with your Chopbox account details and select Shop. Here you can search for any item or choose from the various categories. Simply add your items to the cart, proceed to checkout, and select a payment method of your choice, as well as a delivery location. It really is that easy.
Welcome back for the break. We are now going on to the second contest of this episode. And the contest is going to be between Obiri Yeboah Senior High School and Tamale Girls Senior High School. Welcome.
Thank you.
Right? Can I have our contestants please introduce themselves? Tamale Girls Senior High School, you start for us, please.
Apia Josephine Tampaka, General Science, second year.
Shamsuddin Rashida, General Science, final year.
Bashiru Aisha Tunseya, General Science, second year.
Audu Sampana Aisha, General Science, final year.
Welcome, Tamale Girls Senior High School. A round of applause for them, please. And then to Obiri Yeboah Senior High School, please introduce yourselves.
Shadrach Asidu, final year.
Ousupo Opoku, final year, business.
Mesa Marvin Ken, General Science, final year.
Daniel Winkansa, General Science, final year.
Welcome, Obiri Yeboah Senior High School. A round of applause for them. Okay, so we're going to start the contest with round 1, called the right corner round. You have 2 minutes against the clock, 8 questions on social literacy. A correct answer will attract 10 points. A wrong answer, though, no deductions. So currently, your battle is against the clock. If you're not sure, just say pass, and we'll go back to it till we have time for you to answer that question. Are we all clear on that? We're going to start with Tamale Girls Senior High School. Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. Your time starts when I read the first question. Which capital city is also known as, number 1, the Wells? The Wells, W-E-L-L-S.
Pass.
As the White House.
Pass.
As over the water.
Pass.
Which of the following straits separates Europe from Africa? Is it A, the Bering Straits, B, the Dover Straits, C, the Gibraltar Straits, or D, the Molucca Straits?
A.
A is incorrect. It was C, Gibraltar. Which is the largest man-made lake in the world? Is it Lake Mead, Lake Nalien, Lake Volta, or Lake Kariba?
Lake Kariba.
Correct. Which is the largest country in Africa by landmass? Is it Algeria, Egypt, Nigeria, or South Africa?
Pass.
What is the name given to the southernmost tip of Africa? Is it the Straits of Magellan? Is it Cape of Good Hope? Is it Cape Comorin, or is it the Straits of Gibraltar?
Cape of Good Hope.
Correct. Which African country is also called the Celestial Empire? Is it Madagascar? Is it Egypt? Is it Somalia, or is it Mali?
Egypt.
Egypt is correct. Let's go back to your passes. Which capital city is also known as the Wells?
Pass.
Which capital city is also known as White House?
Washington.
Incorrect. It's Casablanca. Which capital city is also known as Over the Water?
Madagascar.
No, Conakry we were looking for there. And which African country is the largest by landmass? Is it Algeria, Egypt, Nigeria, or South Africa?
Algeria.
Algeria is correct. That brings us to the end of your questions for this round, Tamale Girls Senior High School. Well done. Your 8 questions start when I read out the first question. Obiri, Yeboah Senior High. Are we ready?
Come.
Which country or city is also known as I Saw the Mountain?
Pass.
Which country or city is known as the Holy Savior?
Pass.
And which country or city is known as the Lion City?
Pass.
Which African country is known as the nation of 1,000 hills? Is it Morocco, Nigeria, Rwanda, or Cameroon?
Rwanda.
Correct. Which African country is known as the land of palm oil? Is it Nigeria, Rwanda, South Africa, or Morocco?
Morocco.
Morocco is incorrect. It was Nigeria. Which African city is also known as Al-Kahira? Is it Tripoli? Is it Cairo? Is it Pretoria, or is it Windhoek?
Windhoek.
Windhoek is incorrect. It was Cairo. Which African city lies in the shadow of Table Mountain? Is it Pretoria, Maseru, Cape Town, or Cairo?
Pretoria.
Incorrect. It was Cape Town we were looking for. And in which African country can we find the Copper Belt? Is it Zimbabwe, Angola, Zambia, or South Africa?
Angola.
Angola is incorrect. We're looking for Zambia there. Your passes. Which city or country is also known as I Saw the Mountain?
Pass.
And which country or city is known as the Holy Savior?
Jerusalem.
No, it's not Jerusalem. It's San Salvador. And the last one, which country is also known as, or city is also known as Lion City?
Cameroon.
Cameroon was incorrect. We're looking for Singapore. Singapore on that one. That brings us to the end of the round for Obiri Yeboah Senior High School. The other one that you got incorrect was I Saw the Mountain. It's actually called Montevideo. Montevideo. That's the one you couldn't get. All right, so let's see what the scoreboard looks like after round 1, the right corner round. So at the end of the first round, the right corner round, Obiri Yeboah Senior High School scored 10 points. Tamale Girls Senior High School scored 40 points. Right, we have a substitution for Obiri Yeboah, do we? Okay. So we're going to go on to the second round, which is the R-cubed round, but we have a new addition to Obiri Yeboah Senior High School. Please introduce yourself.
Claudiana Akushia Antie, General Science, final year.
Welcome, Claudia. Okay, so we're going to go on to the R-cubed round. Please listen to the rules. The questions are going to be in the areas of reading, writing, and arithmetic. Each school is posed a question for a maximum of 10 points. A wrong answer attracts a penalty of 5 points. If a school gets an answer wrong and decides not to attempt a question, it will be passed on immediately as a bonus to the other school for a maximum of 5 points for a correct answer or a deduction of 5 points for the wrong answer. Do we all understand that? Yes? So I'm going to start this time with Obiri Yeboah Senior High School. You get the first question. I'm going to read a statement. You're going to choose the opposite in meaning to the highlighted word from the list I give you. All right? Right. I am like a cog in the wheel. Cog in the wheel is a highlighted expression of this company. Is it A, a technician, B, the least paid employee, C, an important person, or D, an unimportant person? Yes.
An important person.
That was incorrect. Okay.
D, an unimportant person.
Yes, that's correct for the bonus of 5 points. Okay, question 2 to Tamale Girls Senior High School. It is time that government seized the nettle and stopped parleying with terrorists. Seize the nettle is what we're looking for. Is it A, seized properly, B, overcome the difficulty, C, got hold of, or D, dealt firmly?
Dealt firmly.
Dealt firmly is correct for 10 points. Question 3 to Obiri Yeboah. Same preamble. My father strained every nerve to enable me to get settled in life. Is it A, worked very hard, B, spent a huge amount, C, tried all tricks, or D, bribed several persons? Claudia.
A.
A is the correct answer. A is the correct answer for 10 points. The final one in this type of questions, okay? So, Tamale Girls Senior High. The two women are so jealous that at the drop of a hat is what's highlighted, they started insulting each other. Is it A, on every occasion, B, whenever they meet, C, for no reason at all, or D, none of these?
For no reason at all.
Correct for 10 points. Right, Obiri Yeboah Senior High School and Tamale Girls, listen to this preamble. You are going to give the most appropriate indirect speech for the following sentences. Right, so I'll give you the sentence and I'll give you the options. You tell me which is the correct one. The Romans expected to conquer Carthage. Is it A, Carthage was expected to be conquered by the Romans? B, the Romans were expected to conquer Carthage? C, it was expected by the Romans that they would conquer Carthage? Or D, the Romans expected to have conquered Carthage?
C.
C is the correct answer. Right, question 6 goes to Tamale Girls Senior High School. Rain disrupted the last day's play between India and Sri Lanka. Was it A, the last day's play of India and Sri Lanka was disrupted by rain? B, India and Sri Lanka played off the last day was distracted by rain? C, the last day's play between India and Sri Lanka was disrupted by rain? Or D, the last day's play between India and Sri Lanka were disrupted by rain?
Madam, please A.
A is incorrect. For the bonus? No, it was C. The last day's play between Sri Lanka and India was disrupted by rain. Obiri Yeboah, your main question. My uncle promised me a present. Is it A, a present was promised by my uncle to me? B, I was promised a present by my uncle? C, I had been promised a present by my uncle? D, I was promised by my uncle a present?
A.
A is incorrect. Tamale Girls Senior High, you want to take the bonus?
D.
D is also incorrect. It was actually B. B, I was promised a present by my uncle. The last question of this type goes to you, Tamale Girls Senior High School. Darjeeling grows tea. A, tea grows in Darjeeling. B, tea is grown in Darjeeling. C, let the tea be grown in Darjeeling. Or D, tea is being grown in Darjeeling.
B.
B is the correct answer. Don't look so nervous. Well done. Right, so the next questions are on maths, and that's going to Obiri Yeboah to start with. Are we ready? The average marks of a class of 90 students is 126. Out of them, 4 scored 0. The first 60 students scored an average of 116. The next 24 scored an average of 118. What is the mark obtained by the remaining students in the class? Is it 750? Is it 860? Is it 774? Or is it 875? Yes.
B.
B is incorrect. For the bonus, you don't have one. The answer was 774, which was C. Okay, Tamale girls, your math question. The average salary per head of all the employees in a company is 180 Ghana cedi. The average salary of 24 employees is 1,040 Ghana cedi. And the average salary per head of the rest is 160 Ghana cedi. Find the total number of employees in the workshop. Is it A, 2,841, B, 1,056, C, 1,195, or D, 2,145?
Madam B.
B is correct for 10 points. B is correct for 10 points. Question 11 goes to Obiri Yeboah Senior High School. A fisherman rows to a place 24-kilometer distance and back in 7 hours. He finds that he can row 2 kilometers with the stream in the same time, 1.5 kilometers against the stream. The rate of the stream is what? Is it A7, B5, C3, or D1? Yes.
5.
5 is incorrect. Tamale Girls Senior High, you care to try? No. The answer was 1, which was D. Right, your question proper. A pedal boat can cover 20 kilometers in 1 hour in still water, and it takes thrice as much time to cover up than it does to cover down the same distance in running water. The speed of the current is what? Is it A, 7.5 kilometers per hour, B, 20 kilometers per hour, C, 5 kilometers per hour, or D, 10 kilometers per hour?
Madam A.
A is incorrect. Obiri Yeboah Senior High, care to try for the bonus? No. The answer was D, 10 kilometers per hour. Right, Obiri Yeboah Senior High, your question. A man can row 4 kilometers against the stream in 40 minutes and back in 36 minutes. Find the rate of the current. Is it A, 1/2 of a kilometer per hour, B, 1/3 of a kilometer per hour, C, 2/3 of a kilometer per hour, or D, 1/4 of a kilometer in an hour? Yes.
C.
C is incorrect. I'll pass it over to Tamale Girls Senior High School.
Madam D.
D is incorrect as well. It was actually B. Right, question 14 goes to Tamale Girls Senior High School. A boat goes 3.5 kilometers upstream in 24 minutes, and the speed of the stream is 1.4 kilometers per hour. Then 1.5 kilometers per hour. Then the speed of the boat in still water is what? Is it A, 4.3 kilometers per hour, B, 7.4 kilometers per hour, C, 5.2 kilometers per hour, or D, 10.25 kilometers per hour?
Madam B.
B was incorrect. B was incorrect. Obiri Yeboah, care to try for the bonus? No. It's D, 10.25 kilometers per hour. Right, Obiri Yeboah, your last question of this round. A boatman takes 5 hours and 30 minutes to row a boat 30 kilometers downstream of a river and 4 hours 50 minutes to cover a distance of 10 kilometers upstream. Find the speed of the river current in kilometers per hour. Is it A, 1.5 kilometers per hour, B, 3 kilometers per hour, C, 5 kilometers per hour, or D, 7 kilometers per hour? Okay, your time is up. Tamale Girls Senior High, care to try? No. We're looking for 1.5 kilometers per hour. The last question of this round goes to Tamale Girls Senior High School. Please listen. A noodle merchant buys 2 varieties of noodles, the price of the first being twice that of the second. He sells the mixture at 17.5 Ghana cedis per kilogram, thereby making a profit of 25%. If the ratio of the amounts of the first noodle and the second noodle in the mixture is 2 to 3, then the respective cost of each of the noodles are what? Is it A, 20 Ghana cedi and 10 Ghana cedi, B, 24 Ghana cedi and 12 Ghana cedi, C, 16 Ghana cedi and 8 Ghana cedi, or D, 26 Ghana cedi and 13 Ghana cedi, or E, none of the above?
Madam B.
B is incorrect. Obiri, Yeboah, you care to take it for the bonus? No, we were looking for A, 20 Ghana cedi and 10 Ghana cedi respectively. That brings us to the end of the R cubed round. Let's see what the scoreboard looks like for them. Right, so at the end of the R cubed round, Obiri Yeboah Senior High School, you owe me 5 points. Tamale Girls Senior High School, 15 points. Well done to both teams.
Today, the question is no longer, why do we have problems? But rather, how can we spin those challenges into opportunities? This is the revolutionary mindset we, students here at Academic City, are driven by. Academic City, we believe that the challenges of today are nothing like the opportunities of tomorrow. Hence, we're poised for the future. And so we say,
come join us.
Pakuli.
Biasanyani.
Oyaye Tibatane.
Zafula Nabia.
Viens nous rejoindre.
Brabe Kanyam.
आओ हमारे साथ शामिल हो जाओ.
As we lead the charge to empower the next generation of future leaders. Academic City University College, redefining university education.
Are you in a rush? No time to look through all the awesome products on the site? Well, Chopbox has you covered. Just select Quick Buy and choose from any of our pre-prepared packs that suit your school shopping needs. Chopbox, a convenient service.
Right, before we go on to the next round, we have a substitution at Tamale Girls Senior High School, yes? Right, so the next round is the STEM round. But before we go into that round, we have a newbie on the Tamale Girls Senior High School. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Hamidu Mulika, General Science, 2nd year.
Welcome, Hamidu. All All right, so we're going to move on to the STEM round. I'm going to read the rules for you, please. Questions are posed to both schools. You can buzz in at any time while the question is being read for a maximum of 10 points if you get it correct. However, if you don't, you lose 5 points, and I'll continue to read the question for the other team to pick up a bonus also of 10 points. However, should they get it wrong, they also lose 5 points. Do we understand that? So basically, a correct answer is 10 points, and a wrong answer is minus 5 points. Are we ready? Fingers on the buzzer. Question 1. HIV is a retrovirus because A, it affects the white blood cells only. B, its DNA is not replicated when that of the host cell does. C, it incorporates its genetic material into that of the host cell. That's Obiri Yeboah.
C.
C is correct for 10 points. C is correct for 10 points. Next question. In a fatal accident involving a lorry and a minibus taxi, one passenger who, apart from losing both legs, bled profusely and lost a lot of blood as a result. The passenger whose blood type was A had to receive blood donated by the public. Which blood group will be the most... Yes, Obiri Yeboah.
O.
O is correct. O is correct. Question 3. Methylcyclohexane is an important ingredient of what? Is it A, glue, B, Pristick, C, Tipex, or D, ink? Yes.
Ink.
Ink is incorrect. We're looking for Tipex, correction fluid, okay? Question 4. Study the following properties and then choose which gases have these properties. A, collected by the upward displacement of air, or B, highly soluble in water. What am I talking about? Am I talking about A, SO2 and H2S, B, SO2 and HCl, C, HN3 and HCl, or D, SO2 and NH3? Yes, Obiri Yeboah. Yeah.
B.
B is the correct answer. B is the correct answer. Question 5. Which of the following statements is or are correct? I. All ionic compounds dissolve in water. I. All molecular compounds are insoluble in water. I. All ionic compounds that are soluble in water are electrolytes. IV. Most ionic compounds containing chloride ions are soluble in water. Is it A, IV only, B, I and II, C, III and IV, or D, II and III? Yes, Obiri Yeboah Senior High School.
A.
A is the correct answer. A is the correct answer. Question 6. Element X reacts with hydrogen to produce HX, which then dissolved in water forms an acidic solution. Element X is what? Is it A, S, B, N, C, Mg, D, Br? Yes, Tamale Girls Senior High School.
BR.
BR is incorrect. Obiri Yeboah Senior High School.
A.
A is also incorrect. I was looking for B, N, nitrogen. Okay? Question 7. Hydrochloric acid can be purchased from suppliers at a 33% solution mass for mass. What mass of this solution contains 12.49 grams of HCl? Is it A, 45 grams, B, 38 grams, C, 100 grams, or D, 33 grams? Right, our time is up. The answer was actually B, 38 grams. B, 38 grams. Question 8. Water can be treated with chlorine to ensure that it is safe to drink. The presence of which active chlorine species is responsible for the important sterilization action of chlorine in water? Is it A, Cl? Is it B, HClO? Is it C, HCl? Or is it D, Cl2? Right, also Obiri, Yeboah.
D.
D is incorrect. Care to try? It was B, HClO. Question 9. The color change observed during a titration of an acetic acid solution in a conical flask with a sodium hydroxide solution in the burette using phenolphthalein as indicator is what? Is it A, blue to yellow, B, pink to colorless, C, red to blue, or D, colorless to pink? Yes, Obiri, Yeboah.
B.
B is incorrect. Yes, Tamale.
Madam D.
D is correct. Colorless to pink. Colorless to pink. Last question of the round. The Nobel Prize in Chemistry for 2016 was won by Jean-Pierre Sauvage, Sir J. Fraser Stoddard, and Bernard L. Ferriga for what? A, design and synthesis of molecular machines. B, discovery of mechanisms to explain how DNA is repaired. C, development of a solar cell. Or D, determining the structure of G protein coupled receptors. Yes, Tamale Senior High.
Madam A.
A is correct. Design and synthesis of molecular machines. Right, that brings us to the end of a hard-fought STEM round. Let's see what the scores are looking like. Right, so at the end of the STEM round, Tamale Girls Senior High School scored 10 points, Obiri, Yeboah Senior High School scored 25 points. Right, all too soon, we are in the final round of this contest, the one-on-one round. In the areas of English, math, science, and general knowledge, we're going to pit our specialists against our specialists. There are 2 questions per subject area, and you score 10 points for every correct answer, so potentially 20 points per specialist area. May I have my English specialist stay on stage, and the others excuse us for the moment, please. Right, so we have Bashiru versus Claudia, correct? Okay, please listen clearly. Choose the correct order for these sentences to make a meaningful paragraph. A, modern research, however, has proved that there were invaders even before the Aryans poured into this land. B, it was thought that they came to a country which was uncivilized and barbarian. C, they had evolved a civilization higher than that of the Aryan hordes who came in their wake. D, till recently, the Aryans were regarded as the earliest invader of the land. So, for our order, is it A, B, C, D? Is it B, D, A, C? Is it C, B, C, A, D? D, B, A, C? Or E, D, C, B, A? Yes, Bashiru.
DCBA.
DCBA is incorrect. No, we're out of time. We're out of time. Sorry. DBAC was the correct one in the previous one, okay? To bring one's eggs to a bad market. What does that mean? Is it A, you face a humiliating situation? B, to bring one's commodities to a market where there is no demand for them? C, to show one's talents before an audience that is incapable of appreciating? Or D, yes, Claudia?
C.
C is incorrect.
A.
A is also incorrect. It was actually D, the one that I was yet to read, which is to fail in one's plan because one goes to the wrong people for help. Thank you, ladies. That's the end of our English round. May I have my mathematicians on here, please? Welcome. So I have Rashida versus Marvin. Remember, you buzz, you must give me an answer straight away. Okay? All right. The first of the maths questions. A man goes 4 kilometers upstream of the stream in 2 hours and goes 2 kilometers downstream of the stream in 20 minutes. How long will it take to go 10 kilometers in stationary water? Is it A, 1 hour 15 minutes, B, 2 hours 30 minutes, C, 5 hours 30 minutes, or D, 3 hours 45 minutes?
B.
B is the correct answer, 2 hours and 30 minutes. The second question. A girl can row 15 kilometers per hour in still water, and she finds that it takes her thrice as long to row up as to row down the river. Find the rate of the stream. Is it A, 2.5, B, 5.5, C, 7.5, or D, 12.5? Yes, Obiri, Yeboah?
D. D.
D is incorrect.
C.
C is correct in this case. Well done. Thank you, mathematicians. May I have my scientists up here, please? Okay, so I have Aisha and Shadrach, is that correct? Welcome. John is standing on the bank of a river that is flowing from his left to his right. In which direction should he swim in order to reach the opposite bank in the shortest time? Is it A, slightly to his left or slightly upstream? B, should swim directly towards the opposite bank? C, slightly to his right or slightly downstream? Or D, swim in such a direction that he reaches the opposite bank at a point directly opposite his starting point? Yes, Aisha.
C.
C is incorrect. Your buzzer for me. Thank you. Shadrach.
A.
A is correct. Slightly to his left. Slightly to his left. Right. Your second question. Two solutions, A and B, are both poured into a beaker, thus forming a new solution. Here is more information on the first two solutions. Solution A, 300 cubic centimeters of A, 0.02 mole per decimeter sodium nitrate solution. Per decimeter cubed of sodium nitrate solution. Solution B, 400 cubic centimeters of a 0.01 mole per decimeter of magnesium nitrate solution. What will the concentration of the nitrate ions in the new solution in moles per decimeter be? Will it be A, 20, B, 0.015, C, 0.02, or D, 0.014? Yes, Aisha.
Madam, 0.015.
That's incorrect.
0.014.
That's also incorrect. It was 0.02 we were looking for. Thank you, our scientists. May I have my social scientist up here, please? So we have Hamidou versus Paul. Is that correct? Okay. So you're going to be looking at the screens opposite to you for this question. You need to identify the personality that appears on the screen, please. All right, you either know him or you don't. His name is Boris Kujo. Boris Kujo. Right, for your second question, you're going to listen to an audio and give me the title of the song. Yes, Hamidou.
Jerusalem.
Correct. Jerusalem. Jerusalem. Well done. That brings us to the end of the one-on-one round. May I have the other contestants on stage, please?
Are you a motivated student interested in English, mathematics, science, and computational thinking? You want to stay competitive with hundreds of thousands of smart students from across the globe? Welcome to the Ghana Olympiad Academy. At the Ghana Olympiad Academy, we give access to students from grade 2 to SHS 3 to take part in international Olympiads. Candidates prepare and sit these exams online and get the chance to qualify for the Olympiads in rotating host nations across the world. Some of the international Olympiads include the International Junior Math Olympiad, Vanda Science Olympiad, Kangaroo Math, Yeboah English Olympiad, Design Thinking, Robotics and Computational Thinking, amongst others. Join the Ghana Olympiad Academy today and catch up with the rest of the world academically. Go to www.GhanaOlympiadAcademy.com or WhatsApp 0570-898-762 for more.
Right, so the score for this hard-fought round, the one-on-one round, is both teams scored 20 points. Obiri Yeboah Senior High School, 20 points. Tamale Girls Senior High School, 20 points. So at the end of the contest, let's see what the scoreline looks like. All right, so at the end of this contest, Obiri Yeboah Senior High School score 50 points. Tamale Girls Senior High School make it through to the next round with 85 points. A hard-fought round for each of you. That brings us to the end of this contest. So Tamale Girls Senior High School, you're going to join Legacy Girls in the next round. And that brings us to the end of this contest, a hard-fought one. Another round of applause for our contestants for a good job done. Thank you very much for joining us for another exciting episode of the SHS Quiz Season 6. We have Tamale Girls Senior High School through, Legacy Girls College through. Now we wonder who else is going to join them there. My name is Evelyn Ejipong. I have been your quiz mistress for this episode. See you next time.
This May, the entertainment never stops as we bring to your living rooms the